How special are you, Scorpio? You get 2 readings. And the solar eclipse happened during your recording. So super special for you. I cannot go back and add on to that other video. It's way too complicated, but it was a very good reading. So I'm going to let it ride. We're going to finish the reading by closing out the love portion with your oracle. And then we will move on to the career and finance portion of the reading. This is the second attempt. I've already done a full part 2 video, but my microphone was not on me. It was on, but not on me. So there was an amazing echo from across the room. It did record, but it's bad enough you're getting 2 readings. I'm going to allow you to have the full experience of my cheap microphone broadcasting what little clarity I can bring for you. Okay, so let's see here. And it's actually a lot of clarity because I'm pretty attuned. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Be sure to check the description box if you're interested in a personal reading. That like button, subscribe button, notification bell all help me to keep nice and tuned in to your energy. What else does Scorpio need to know? For that love reading. Relationship, that one came out before. Okay. Snake did not come out. Single did not come out. Fear did come out. Ex-lover came out in the reverse. Okay. So the hesitation for this coming together. I do see music coming out. You both may share a lot of music. Also, you may feel like you've had a bit of luck in the past here, Scorpio, as being a snake charmer, because I also have snake and mask out here. And then we've got fear, right? This is pretty much the energy of what you've always attracted in up until this point, right? You almost see yourself as a bit of a snake charmer. This is the kind of energy you give off, that you just kind of draw in lessons, right? But true healing resides in our power to take our lessons and apply them to our current situation. What did I do last time? How do I do it differently this time? Okay. So in taking these lessons and figuring out what needs to be done differently to have a different result, right? So that you can kind of head this off at the pass of recreating cycles. Because if you don't get the lesson, you will keep repeating cycles. You have to get the lesson in order to level up. Okay, so up until now, you've kind of been really safe and secure in your single energy while you are going through a detox, a healing stage. You may felt in the past like maybe you have this kind of attachment towards being in a relationship. You seem to always kind of draw in relationships and they're not always up to par. We've got ex-lover in the reverse, right? So something here about the way you did things in the past, you understand a pattern, and I believe you're stopping that. We've got breakup happening here, like an ending the old patterns. We've got soulmates, signs and synchronicities coming in, right? So you're more attuned to trusting in your inner guidance, into your soul's connection, into the healing that you've done to allow you to see clearly what a true, genuine connection is and what no longer deserves any amount of your energy or attention or attempt or, potential painting or, figuring out somebody is, a repeat pattern. So you're not doing that anymore. I've got travel coming in with text message also coming out here, right? So we've got, you both could be at a distance. And again, we had travel coming up quite a bit during your regular love reading. So I am showing that there is a distance between the both of you, but there is a lot of communication. No matter what distance is between the both of you physically, you still maintain a connection and the ability to build a connection while looking for opportunities to see if this is something worth investing in here. Do not feed fear, anxiety, or stress into any situation and expect yourself to be able to manifest a positive outcome. We are very powerful creator beings. Whatever your mind is thinking, whatever your heart is feeling, whatever is truly on your heart and soul, you will create. Okay, so you have to be very, very mindful of taking an experience at face value, giving yourself the time to let it unfold in front of you to see what it truly is, versus, thinking or speculating or anticipating it to be something that it, very well could not be. But by thinking and feeling it, you could create it to be. I'll give you an example. I was seeing somebody before. It was a brand new connection. They were like me in the spiritual field. They were also trying to mentor and coach an ex-girlfriend from like high school. Granted, we're in our 40s at the time. So I kind of thought nothing of it. I thought, this is old puppy love, whatever. They're just maintaining a friendship. Well, it became this pattern of he would see me and then go see her, and then come see me and then go see her, and then come see me and then go see her. So it was this real back and forth thing. And I didn't like the pattern, right? I was like, I don't like this. I don't like any of this. This feels like I'm splitting time with you between another person. It feels like you're in a relationship with two people, and I'm like, we've got shared custody of you, is kind of what it felt like to me. And I mentioned this and I brought it up. And then I was made to be the bad guy for even saying anything, for even feeling or thinking anything negative. And then I was accused of, being jealous or creating problems where there were not problems, basically bullied into letting it go. So I did. I let it go. And I said, okay, I'll take it at face value. We'll see where this goes. And it continued to happen. The patterns continued to happen. And I just sat there and thought, this is not going to go well. This just feels bad. This feels off. This feels awkward. And a week later, he mentioned and said, you were right. She asked me to be in a relationship. I don't know what to do. I'm confused. I'm torn. My ego self said, well, I'm nobody's choice or option, so I'll make that real easy on you. You can go ahead and choose the latter, because I'm going to go ahead and exit stage left. I don't want to wait around to be picked. I'm not a pick-me girl, so enjoy. And then I proceeded to go further into my ego and profess to have smarter, keener, more attuned intuition than they did, just I saw this coming. I knew it was going to happen. But then later I realized, oh, did I intuitively know that was going to happen, or did I manifest it? That's a puzzler. It's a real puzzler to think about, what we create by thinking and feeling something. The effect you have on the quantum field with your thoughts and your feelings and your intention are very powerful, far more powerful than you could ever imagine. They have equipment to measure this. So this is not my opinion. This is scientific fact. So being mindful of that and just kind of going with the flow and being in the energy of it is what it is, and being so healed and so confident in yourself that even if this doesn't go well, you're still going to be fine, no matter what the outcome is. No matter if you pour your heart and soul into this, you learn something. It's about the journey. It's not about the destination. And a lot of times it's about what you learn along the way, the experiences along the way, the growth, the development, the stages of your evolution along the way to the destination. Because ultimately the destination is the end of your journey, not you and somebody else's and everybody else and because the only relationship you're ever going to have of your entire life is with yourself. So you have to be in control of what that thinking and feeling and everything is whenever you're bringing it into union with another. Okay. That gives you power over any situation ever. It's being totally confident with yourself and knowing that no matter what the outcome is, it's going to be great. If we work out, great. If we don't, great. I'll be fine no matter what. That's taking your power back over the situation and not manifesting negativity and not creating negativity when you don't really have, a lot of solid evidence. You just have speculation. You have previous experiences that, may get triggered by certain instances, and then you can create it into being something far worse. So being mindful, being conscious, being self-aware. Very powerful. Very powerful. Okay. Let's move on, shall we? We will go on to the career finance portion of your reading to look and see what could be going on with your career and finance. These are going to need a pretty hefty shuffle because I've already done this reading, like I said. I do like to go to the unofficial Shitty Tarot for the career and finance because it is that rags to riches story. If you're familiar with the Shitty Tarot with the Schitt's Creek show, every single card in here is an exact depiction based on the scene of correlation to the card's meaning. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. There's David and Patrick. Oh, okay. All right. Last shuffle. What does Scorpio need to know in career and finance? What's coming up for April? Career, finance, or Scorpio placements. One time through this deck to run out the story, and then we'll close with Oracle. Oh, Eight of Pentacles reversed. World card. Okay. Lots of completion needs to happen over maybe feeling unfocused. 10 of Cups. 5 of Cups. Okay. I feel like you've been hit with a bit of a learning curve wherever it is that you're at. This is about intense focus, dedication, commitment, and it feels pretty non-committal right now. It feels like you're not really able to focus or put all of your concentration into something. And I feel like maybe you may have lost the passion to be able to focus on something that you've been working really hard on here with that world card. The world card is completion of old cycles, maybe taking on something new, maybe focusing on great accomplishment and success. And I feel like whatever you've emotionally poured yourself into, if it's not coming to fruition faster than later, you're getting a little bit disappointed. I think you're feeling a little bit impatient. It feels chaotic, what you've tried to build so far, and you're trying to remain optimistic here and focus on what it is that you've invested of yourself so far. But I think you're kind of getting ahead of yourself with wanting there to be faster movement than what's going on. We've got the Justice, 3 of Swords with the Queen of Wands, the 4 of Wands. So, okay. So this is about maintaining control over your mind and over your expectations. Okay, so this is about getting back control over your expectations. I feel like maybe we may have overshot the expectations of time frame of when this was supposed to happen. And if you're focusing on the when, you're missing out again, as I was saying before, on the journey, the experiences, the learning curves, the ability to grow and develop with the company, with the project, with the investment, with the new career path, with the investment of self. You know, you could be training for something. You could be learning something new. And I feel like maybe you were a little bit more optimistic on the outcome. And it's proving to be a bit more disappointing with how long it's taking, with how much of yourself you're needing to invest in this. You're really maintaining focus and balance here by saying, you know what, I want this. I know I want this. I know it's going to be good for me later. But the only disappointment is just it's taking forever. It's taking forever. You almost feel like the fact that you focused on something and you're pouring everything into it should be enough to create what it is that you're trying to build. But ultimately, we're feeding a lot of fear and anxiety into the outcome, into having that really kind of sit and receive type of energy where you're just able to create something, sit back and let it start pouring back into self, right? We've got 7 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with the High Priestess and the 2 of Swords, Queen of Swords. Lots of divine feminine energy out here about remaining focused. I do feel like you could possibly be seeking counsel through others to help you kind of get some ideas, to kind of give you some inspiration, to kind of maybe help you to manifest your investment of self. You're really trusting in the process here, even though you're at a stalemate or a crossroads, or you're feeling blocked, like your progress is blocked. You're still ultimately focusing on the main idea to create, the fact that this is your wish fulfillment, but it's just a matter of when the heck is it finally going to start showing some sort of a return. When the heck are you finally going to get a return for all of the delegating, the responsibility, the burdens, the overworking yourself, right? Everything that you've learned so far to create this new beginning for yourself. It almost feels like you're completely and totally, I almost want to say enslaved to the idea that this is going to come in eventually, but it's slow. It's just slow to grow. And I'm going to tell you that most things are slow to grow. It's all too encouraging to get out there once you get an idea. And some people have this happen fast. Some people have it like a blink of an eye. But I got to tell you, anything worth building of a solid foundation takes time to build. It takes investment of self. You have to be able to really kind of build something slowly to make sure that you're covering all the bases, that because things come up, right? You have things come up and you realize, oh, shoot, I should have gotten some licensing for this. And then you realize that you kind of have to backtrack or reinvest yourself into getting some licensing or a certification, or some sort of class needs to be taken for you to have a clearer understanding of something. And then that sets you back a little bit more. Or as you're growing slow, you're getting the learning curve. For some of you, if you're out there, putting yourself out in the public spotlight, and you see that other people kind of have instant overnight success, and it's taking you a little bit slower to grow, slower to build, and you're getting a little bit frustrated about how long this is taking. You may have invested a lot of yourself into this, and you're just ready for your wish fulfillment finally already, and just ready for this to come through, and you're getting annoyed at how long this is taking. I do see you persistently persevering because you've invested so much already. It almost feels like don't get resentful over the idea you've chosen, right? When we get into something and we start getting resentful that the results are not coming in as quickly as we had hoped, we start behaving in a way that we feel like it needs to start giving to us, and we're expecting it to give to us. And that's when your expectations get really disappointed. Ultimately, the main focus needs to be in the joy and the optimism down the road. What does that future self look like? Getting into the vibration of knowing what success and accomplishments feel like. And then you start to attract in the results, the signs, the indicators showing that all of your effort is in fact paying off, right? But you have to get into that vibration first. You can't expect for all of this stuff to come in and then you'll be happy about it. You have to already be working in the process of feeling grateful, abundant, gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude. This is the only thing that's going to allow for things to start to show you that they're working and in your favor. That things are starting to work and in your favor, because things can quickly work against you if you do not have control over your thought process of feeling like your expectations are not being met. Okay. This will cause you to over fixate on the outcome, bending over backwards to where you're just kind of pouring into the wrong thing over and over again because somebody else is doing something in the way. This is about you maybe kind of looking at things from a different perspective to get some sort of maybe some clarity, getting some new ideas here, maybe seeking out different counsel than you have so far. I want to clarify a few things before I run out some oracle. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles reversed, please. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Thank you. Yep. It's so slow, and it feels like all you're doing is just obsessing. It feels like you have nothing else going on because all you're doing is working. All you're doing is pouring everything you have into this project. It's like you've done so much for so long that you're getting pretty impatient to start seeing some results. It's like, when is this going to happen already? Tell me about the Five of Cups. The Hierophant reverse and the Queen of Swords. Yeah. So this is about you feeling like the roles are reversing a little bit, and you're trying to have your thoughts you're trying to be in control of your thoughts, and you're trying to maintain this really insightful, promising outlook on the future. But it feels like you're losing a little bit of hope here with the Hierophant in the reverse. It feels like you're not really able to conform to how long this really truly takes to build something solid and lasting. Not everybody's story is for every single person. Okay, everybody has their own journey, and you don't know how the story ends for some people that have that quick overnight success like that. And if you go to anybody who has, you think that somebody who's got a lot of success has it easy, oh no. Have a conversation with them. They'll tell you how many times they had to go in to get to try it, how many different things they started before this one thing was successful, how many different ways they went about this, how much they've invested into figuring out what the loopholes are, right? About, mastering algorithms, about mastering how certain, products are featured and how to get them out to people, different aspects. It's about looking at it with a bigger, bolder mind. Okay. Speaking of Knight of Swords, tell me about the Knight of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. With that reversal in the beginning, this is about you getting a lot more focused. We've got that Fool card coming out, talking about this being some sort of blind leap of faith. Just complete and total freedom for your ideas to really take hold, really being able to focus on them. Lots of hard work, determination, true and total grit towards your focus and determination of making this happen. This is just blind faith. You just know this is going to happen. Nothing is derailing you. Nothing is deterring you. This is your focus, and nothing is, you're not coming off of it. And I feel like a lot of the disappointment is how obsessed you feel, like how much you've poured in. Tell me about the Three of Swords, Ten of Cups. Heartbreaking, right? You're just working. Seven of Pentacles here. Things coming to fruition, hard work paying off. You're waiting. This is taking a while. With how long? It's finally going to happen for all your complete and total stability, your abundance to come in, for your complete and total joy and bliss to be overwhelming here. You're disappointed with how long this is taking. Eight of Wands. Tell me about the Eight of Wands, please. Eight of Wands, please. Knight of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. Following your heart. Keeping your nose to the grindstone. No matter how long it takes. No matter. I feel like you're just going to keep on making whatever decisions need to be made. You're just going to keep on rolling with the punches. You're going to maintain this hard work and continue to forward progress until you start to see the results you're looking for. And even still, you may not stop until you get even more. Tell me about the Moon card. Five of Cups. Do not let disappointment, do not let fear, do not let anxiety feed your energy. You have to manifest from a more positive place, right? Remain inspired. Remain optimistic. This is about you getting excited versus feeling disappointment, right? This is about you remaining in gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude. This is the way you create abundance. Gratitude is the attitude. You can stay locked up in your mental imprisonment and keep yourself there forever, or click on that positivity. Walk away from this feeling like you are blocking yourself from being totally aligned with your true inner joy, with your true positivity. You need to kind of get back into alignment with self, right? Do a little bit of soul searching. Do some time where you pull back from things and look at how truly grateful you are for the opportunity to even be able to pursue what it is you're looking at, right? Getting back and falling back in love with the plan, with the big plan, with the idea, and understanding that all good things take time to build. Anything worth building that is going to stand the test of time is going to take effort. It's going to take a lot of work and building it up solid so that it will not crumble when those storms come blowing through. You want to build your tower to last. Okay. Anything that's slapped together, I can't help but think of the episode of King of the Hill when they slap together the McMansion next door, and the first storm comes through and that house is rattling around and shaking like crazy, and the whole neighborhood comes in and they have to destroy the house before the house destroys them. So it's like the neighborhood against the house, because the house is about, if that house blows out and starts like falling apart, it's going to wreck all the other houses around it that were built solid structures, built smart, built with time, built with care, built with products that took time to build and take care of, right? All big things, all big, shiny, grand things that are slapped together real fast are not always what they are seeming to be. Okay, these things will blow over with that first storm. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. Stuff that gets slapped together gets torn apart real easy. Okay. Let's move into the oracle part of the reading, and we will check and see with money and career if anything with oracle needs else to be said. I might pull out the Kipper. See what Kipper wants to say. What else for job and money for Scorpio? I feel like I've given you guys like 3 full readings today. It's a bummer about that other reading. It's all echo. What else does Scorpio need to know? One time through this deck. Unexpected expenses. Okay. Debt. Credit repair. Okay. So yeah, you're ready. You're ready for this growth to start happening now. You could be kind of longing for your first big payday. You've had some unexpected expenses come up whenever you're trying to build this new thing. For some of you, if you're like building a new career, if you're building this new project, some things have come up that you weren't really anticipating, right? That's that thing I was talking about slapping something together, and these things you don't know about kind of creep in and surprise you and to knock you off balance. Be careful that you don't go overboard here. You don't want to get yourself really too deep or too far off, right? We want to watch our spending here. We want to watch our spending. We do want to focus on making sure that our credit is going to be good going forward. So that needs to be where a lot of your focus and attention is going, to maintaining that control over what your debt is looking like. Also, yeah, you could be waiting for that first like true payday where you actually get to take home a profit or a gain from all of this effort you put in. And look, yeah, you're ready for growth. You're ready for this. You're starting to look for this. I feel like you've been multitasking like crazy, burning the candles at both ends, trying to make something happen. That's that devil card energy about overly obsessing a little bit. So be sure to be balanced so that you have that clarity, so that you have the energy, so that you have the rest within to be able to make decisions as they come up, so that you are able to make a really good, clear-minded decision versus a decision out of desperation, because those are the ones that get you in trouble. Okay, let's look at the Kipper real quick to close out your career and finance. Creeping up on 30, looks good. Anything else from the Kipper? Anything else from the Kipper for my Scorpio placements regarding career and finance? Anything else from the Kipper? We'll go through this one time. Community, adjudication. I've got main female coming out in the reverse with adjudication. So you may have some sort of adjudication that goes against somebody that is a main female for somebody. It could go in favor of the community over the person who is getting. This could be something like the people versus some main female, and the adjudication goes in the favor of the people. Okay, so there's some sort of a big change that comes in. This could be regarding somebody who has stolen. There could be a message of a false person. And then we have unexpected income once again. So we had unexpected expenses, but then we have unexpected income. So if somebody has done you wrong, you could be able to take them to court to get what is owed to you returned back for some of you. Looks good to me. I've got courtship, courthouse, courtship, right? Somebody going through this legal back and forth with somebody. I do show imprisonment for toil and labor here. However that resonates. Somebody here might be going to jail over this judgment. They may have to be faced with some jail time with some heavy fees for theft, or maybe trying to steal ideas, whatever this is, whatever their theft is. They're revealing somebody is a false person though. And it's kind of like this person versus the people, or something to that effect. There's some sort of like adjudication, the state versus, or something like that. So I don't do legal or health, but Kipper goes there. It's like a Lifetime movie. I always call the Kipper a Lifetime movie, where everybody falls in love at the end. Happily ever after, no matter what, right? That's that positive outlook, no matter what. Anyway, no matter what happens, you're going to be fine. That's what you have to always maintain. It's going to be fine, no matter what. All right, collective. I feel like that was your reading for career and finance for Scorpio placements for the month of April. Thank you all so much for your patience, and thank you so much for the adapting to the 2 readings. It was really 3. But I had to make sure you at least had my full voice. I wasn't going to make you listen to an echo of a part 2. So I look forward to seeing you all next month. I am going to change the structure of everything in the next month. Be sure to go to the description box of this video if you're interested in getting a hold of me for a personal reading, as well as my other platforms just below there for your chance to catch me live, either on my other platforms or here by selecting that subscribe button, that notification bell. This is a chance for you to get a heavily discounted rate from me for a personal reading when I am live. Otherwise, give me a follow on those other platforms. I'm also recording all the time, all kinds of different content. All the content here is all original as well. So I look forward to seeing you all around. Thank you again for being here. I will see you all soon. Love, light, much abundance, and major positive vibes to each and every one of you. Y'all take care. See you soon.